The narrative seemed hollow. I wanted to admonish it publicly, but also I don't like offering up problems without solutions. And I'm arguably, and this is not me being, look at me, but I'm arguably one of the most visible black women in gaming at the moment.
You serious?
And I'm arguably, and this is not me being, look at me, but I'm arguably one of the most visible black women in gaming at the moment.
What's up, guys? I hope you all are having a great day today. We are going to be taking a look at just an absolutely stupid YouTube video here. Now, I'm not even joking. Like, this is one of those videos that is so bad, you just cannot help but keep watching. Like, literally, when I was watching this video through for the first time, like, it was physically painful. Like, I had to pause this thing because I was literally just laughing at how stupid these people are. Like, I mean, these are levels of stupidity that you start to wonder how people like this are even still breathing, bro. Now, this video was actually recommended to me on Discord, so shout out to you, Seth. Thanks for recommending this video. But at the same time, man, I kind of regret clicking on this link because, you know, now I have to live with the fact that people in this world are actually this stupid, bro. Because apparently it matters what skin color you are when you review a video game console, guys. Now, you know, before anybody calls me racist in the comment section, you know, I'm gonna make a statement here, okay? Racism is bad. I know, man. Just hold your applause. Please don't nominate me for the Nobel Peace Prize just yet. Wait till the end of this video. But anyway, guys, the title of the video we are going to be taking a look at here is why console makers need to support POC creators. Now, this is from a YouTube channel by the name of Inside Gaming, and apparently this channel has like over 1 million subs, dude, and if they're uploading consistently amazing content like this, it's very easy to see why. I know, like, I subscribed after watching this absolutely fantastic YouTube video, but I've never actually heard of this channel before, and I must say, this is definitely a great first impression. But this entire video can basically be boiled down to two people wanting to get the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X early and not having to pay for it. They wanted a free console from Microsoft and Sony, so what do? They proceed to call them racist on Twitter, dude. You know, you want to talk about stunning and brave, there you have it. But anyway, these two people are making a difference in the video game industry. They are standing up for inequality in reviewing consoles, bro. You know, the stuff that really matters out there. But anyway, guys, this video doesn't really need much more introduction, man. I think we just need to witness this stupidity firsthand. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and watch this absolutely fantastic YouTube video.
So I will start off by saying hello, Steph, otherwise known as Naysaga. Hi, Zombie.
Hi, Connor.
Hey, Connor, how you doing?
I am doing great.
I have never hated the new YouTube harassment policies more than at this very moment, dude.
We just talked for like 45 minutes to an hour.
We did.
And there was a recording fluke.
There was a bit of a technical difficulty.
We've got business to attend to today.
Absolutely.
Dear viewer, you're going to see hear a wonderful conversation.
And you could just like show me moving repeatedly if you'd like to, like make a GIF.
Okay.
The conversation we're about to have is really important, and I hope you guys listen to it with like an open mind and an open heart and don't decide to be internet jerks.
That's right, guys. This is a very important conversation we're about to have here, so let's make sure to disable all likes and dislikes and comments as well, because we don't want people actually partaking in this conversation. We just want you to blindly listen and agree with everything we have to say, and on top of that, you know, don't you dare be an internet jerk and dare disagree with anything that's said in this video. Now, enjoy!
That's all. Let's jump into it.
So we are now in the midst of the release of the next-gen consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X. Steph, who has been on the show before, has access to both of these consoles and has some really wonderful unboxing and impressions. But I wanted to talk to you about something that I saw you posting about on Twitter, along with Zombie Kills, who we're also speaking with. So the gaming industry, of course I don't need to tell you, has a long perceived history of being for white cis males and made by white cis males.
That's right, man. The video game industry is for and by white males. That's why 3 of the largest companies in the entire industry, Sony, Nintendo, you know, both located in Japan, run by, you know, Japanese people. And then, of course, you have Tencent, the largest video game company in the world. You know, where are they Oh, wait, China. Wait, that doesn't really sound like it's made for and by white males. I mean, we are just really starting off strong here. I just have really high expectations for the rest of this YouTube video. I don't know about you guys.
And that it's, you know, it's kind of a boys' club and it's very whitewashed, especially if you look at protagonists and creators. And I think we're seeing now more and more people of color and black creators step into the spotlight and get the opportunity to create. And it's really cool to see, but we've seen through the actions of these big gaming companies like Sony and Microsoft that maybe that's moving a little more slowly in some places than we would like to think.
Spoiler alert, it's because they didn't get a free console from Microsoft and Sony.
I first realized that when I saw your thread on Twitter pointing out that it was mostly white men getting Xbox Series X's, at least in the...
Just imagine being so pathetic and having nothing else to do in your life that you compile a list of every white male that received an Xbox Series X to review. I mean, if you needed any more proof that Twitter is home to some of the most worthless human beings on planet Earth, look no further.
First.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you know what? I think just this year in particular, it has just taught me to not just say anything. Speak up. If there's a problem, try and fix it, or try and say something until the right people get the attention. Because it's a thing of I wasn't happy, and it wasn't about me just getting an Xbox and, you know, a PS5 and stuff.
You're not fooling anybody. That's exactly what it was about. You were upset that you didn't get a free console, so you decided, you know what, I'm going to make it seem like both of these companies are doing something both racist and sexist in order to basically strong-arm them into giving me and my friends free consoles. And unfortunately for the rest of humanity, it actually worked. But hey, I guess there's a silver lining for everybody watching this video. You know, if you can't find an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, just go ahead and call Microsoft and Sony racist, and maybe they'll send you a free console if you get enough retweets.
It was about, where are the black women who are able to actually review these consoles? Where are the LGBT community that I want to hear from and their experiences?
I have a genuine question here. Like, what is going to change if a gay person versus a straight person reviews a video game console? Like, what is going to change? Is the controller going to change? Is the UI going to change? Is the games available on day one going to change? Is it going to perform better versus worse? Like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? And on top of that, everybody does have the same chance to review the console. When the console releases, you can go and buy it just like everybody fucking else.
Hey, we got the fucking, got a brand new baby right here, you know what I'm saying? What?
That thread in general was something I don't regret, because it's opened a lot of eyes to a lot of people, but at the same time, a lot of people try to sweep it under their feet. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna just take it upon myself. Myself and Timmy from the Nerd Council, make sure you guys follow, you know, their platform. Me and him came together and, you know, we said, listen, enough is enough. We need to make a statement. Both companies were talking about play has no limits, power your dreams. But if that's what you're promoting, why is that not reflecting on your launches?
How is it not reflected in the console launch? Like, you have every opportunity to go out and buy this thing just like everybody fucking else. This isn't some crusade for equality. All you want is free shit, and that's it.
Tweeted at PlayStation with some really great tweets, which you were just telling me got a decent amount of attention.
Okay, so my tweet was simply this. Hi PlayStation, we noticed a lack of representation of women in color, in specific, black women reviewing your console. I'd like to volunteer myself if you need help in finding people to do so. And I have written reviews for Tom's Hardware and would love a chance to do so. Thank you.
Bro, can you tell how, like, passive-aggressive that tweet is? Like, she's literally just implying, oh my god, these people are so racist and sexist. If you want to prove that you're not racist and sexist, send me a free console right now. Like, you can tell that's exactly what that tweet was trying to give off, but, you know, it's absolutely pathetic. Now they're gonna try to frame this as them actually wanting to fight for something that truly matters, like equality in reviewing video game consoles, dude. Because you know what? That's definitely a hill worth dying on. It's not that they just wanted free consoles, it's that they are out here fighting the good fight.
And those tweets came from a place of frustration because PlayStation had just dropped the Black Lives Matter background maybe 2 days before. It seemed incredibly disconnected that PlayStation was pushing Miles Morales, which is their leading console title, arguably, and then to push a Black Lives Matter UI wallpaper. It seemed hollow.
Wow, you mean a multi-billion-dollar corporation pretending to give a shit about something is hollow? Who would have fucking guessed?
The narrative seemed hollow. I wanted to admonish it publicly, but also I don't like offering up problems without solutions. And I'm arguably, and this is not me being, look at me, but I'm arguably one of the most visible black women in gaming at the moment.
You serious?
And I'm arguably, and this is not me being, look at me, but I'm arguably one of the most visible black women in gaming at the moment. and I'm qualified to do a review on it. Why didn't you think of somebody like me? Somebody who was on IGN Beyond, you know, talking about, you know, this stuff. Why didn't you think of somebody, you know, black in the space, you know, Stephanie or Cypher of Tyr or any of the just number of black women in this space, you know? Why didn't you think of us?
The reason they probably didn't think about you is because no one has even heard of you. You have 400 subs on YouTube. Do you know how many channels out there have 400 subs? It's probably like millions at this point, if not tens of millions. And you expect them to pick out some random ass account because you're a woman and just decide, you know what, we only have a limited number of consoles we can give out early for review. Let's give it to this irrelevant ass YouTube channel that has 400 subs. You know, I don't think you need a marketing degree to tell you how stupid that sounds, but you know, you're really out here claiming, why didn't they think about me? When the real question you should be asking is, why is anyone even thinking about me? Because this has to be some of the most entitled shit I think I've heard in my entire life.
Why are we the very last to be thought of consistently?
I'm very vocal as opposed to somebody else who isn't as vocal but wants to say something. If I can be that, you know, that spokesperson for that person, let me be it. Let me carry, you know, the cross on my back.
That's right, guys. She's about to die for our sins out there. She is going to carry the cross single-handedly on her back and make a positive impact in the world forever by making sure she gets to review the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X early. We truly do not deserve this woman.
It then kind of allows, you know, more people to come after us. That's one of the reasons why I approached Xbox with this sort of thing, and why I said to Sony, yo, you guys need to diversify your pool, you guys need to diversify your launch process.
You need to give me a free console.
Your review programs, because it's not fair, especially because it's already a struggle for us as black POC content creators and people in the games industry to even be noticed. And then big, huge companies, which we invest so much of our time and money in, are not looking at us to be part of it. You know, it speaks for itself, and it's kind of unfortunate that I've had to go up to them and say, like, listen, there needs to be a change.
Wow, big companies not giving a shit about their customers? Never would have seen that shit coming. I mean, does she really think that that's, like, exclusive to her?
Did they improve? Did they pivot at all? And what's next?
I think Xbox pivoted. Xbox pivoted pretty freaking hard, right? I called them out on IGN, and I spoke out about it, that I didn't see disabled people with them. I didn't see marginalized groups in general with their Xboxes, and I don't know if I had anything to do with it, but all of a sudden, the second wave of people got them, and it was predominantly disabled creators and creators of color.
Imagine acting surprised that you get on a huge platform like IGN and basically call a company racist, and then that company responds in a way that tries to disprove that fact. You know, who would have seen that coming in 2020? It's almost like calling people racist as a way to get them to do what you want. Like, I don't know, maybe give you a free console to review early?
Now, they gave out a few to black women, but we still aren't there in what feels like a substantial way to us. If you give out 5 or 6 consoles to black women, but you've given them out to 20 black men, you're still missing the fact that black women are underrepresented in this picture.
Maybe they should get some clout.
And rolling them out to us as the second half of the launch instead of allowing us the first half of major access on what that could do to help grow and help set those content creators up for future opportunities is kind of shitty.
Yeah, fuck Microsoft and Sony for not giving us these free consoles early enough. You know, let's forget the fact that almost every single other human being on planet Earth is gonna have to wait until after launch to go out and actually pay for one of these consoles. You know what, fuck you, Microsoft and Sony, for not sending us these free consoles fast enough.
It wasn't us just going to them and saying, hey, we want new Xboxes, you know, that's it. It's actually, okay, we're gonna need to sit down after launch, we're gonna show you these figures, we're gonna show you the impact that us as black creators have done for your launch, and show you guys that we just, you know, we are just as important as everyone else you put throughout the launch. I'm able to now work closely with Microsoft and Xbox to bring more opportunities to micro content creators.
I mean, just for the shits and giggles, I figured we'd go ahead and take a look at the massive impact that these two ass clowns had before the launch of the Xbox, but you know that old phrase, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. So our first creator here, Zombie Kills, got 546 views on her early Xbox Series X unboxing. You know, that really moved the needle, I'm sure. for Microsoft's marketing campaign. So many people that weren't going to go out and buy an Xbox originally probably saw this video and decided, you know what, I'm going to go out and buy this console day one. And then we move on to NNE Saga. She got 3,200 views on her Xbox Series X unboxing, uploaded 3 weeks ago. You know, once again, another outstanding example of small content creators really just making a lasting impact here. And she also uploaded a review of the Xbox Series X, which achieved 557 views in the span of 2 weeks. I mean, these are truly impressive numbers that any company, I'm sure, would be absolutely thrilled with if they just sent someone a free $500 console.
Sony, again, I had like a cool working relationship with them. They had like our names on the list and stuff, but it was still great to actually put more names forward, because again, people miss out, or they don't do the homework and stuff like that. And
sure,
yeah, like even going back to Xbox, they probably didn't even have any black people from the UK actually going to be part of their review program. We actually did their work for them.
Yeah, basically rattling a tin cup on the corner saying we're going to call you racist if you don't give us a free console is definitely doing their work for them. I'm sure Microsoft is just absolutely thrilled that you tried to suggest that they were racially motivated in who they picked to review their console.
And it's a shame, because it's just like, it only takes you just a day or two just to look for black creators.
Xbox did pivot. We have to give them credit for that. This is a learning process, period. Nobody gets it right the first time they do something like this. This is the first time Xbox has had such a diverse amount of creators. They should be given credit for that. You gotta reward people when they do the right thing.
Just really excited to announce, man, that racism is basically dead at this point. Xbox gave some people complaining about not getting free consoles, some free consoles, so it's basically game over for racism, dude.
PlayStation, we haven't really seen it yet.
Okay.
I know that I personally pitched myself to PlayStation. I got a response. I won't tell you what that response is because I can't give you all the scoop, but do know that I pitched myself and put myself out there. You say, well, why are you pushing yourself forward for the opportunity? Because if I can get through the door, I can shove my foot in it and hold it open for the next black girl. Period. Because that's how minorities get opportunities. We don't get them handed to us.
You mean handed to you, like getting a free console?
We have to fight for them, exhaustingly so. You don't get to use Black Lives Matter for consumerism purposes and be like, let's push our game, let's push our wallpapers and our UI all around blackness, and then not include us in your stuff. Shame on you.
I mean, I kind of have to agree with that. You know, I really hate when companies do this bullshit where they act like they actually give a shit about something just so they can get some free positive press, but when it actually comes down to it, they don't actually do anything to improve anything. But I don't really know why you're looking towards multi-billion-dollar corporations whose sole purpose for existence is just to farm as much money from as many people as humanly possible. I don't really know why you're looking to them to impact social change, but whatever. I guess we're the ones who need to get educated.
When, you know, we did post our pictures that we had the Xbox, when we did post our videos, and so many people we didn't even know, not even just in the UK but globally, just showed so much love. And that is what it's about. Impact. I've always been a thing of impact over numbers.
Of course you are, because the numbers make your entire argument look like a complete fucking joke.
You know, again, with a lot of businesses, they always play by the numbers game, and I wanted to show and prove that you don't have to have thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers or followers to actually show real impact in the industry that you're in.
Yeah, 500 views on a YouTube video, that's really having a big impact.
And this is not just the end, like this is the beginning. It's crazy as well, because a lot of people who didn't, you know, I guess want to mess with me, or people who ignored my emails are now emailing me now because it's that nice little cosign from Xbox that they saw, or Sony and stuff. Why does somebody with 3K on YouTube, you know, deserve to have an Xbox and rare tear tear? And I was just like, well, listen, I bring more value to somebody with probably over like 100K, but they don't have anything to stand for.
What do you have that other people don't, other than, you know, a much smaller subscriber base? Because you're literally reviewing a video game console, a literal piece of plastic. It doesn't matter if you stand for something, you know, you represent change in the video game industry. No one fucking cares. They click on a video game console review to hear about the console. All that other shit, no one cares about, and that's probably why you have 3K subs. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's because YouTube is a misogynistic platform that only promotes cis white males. Putting out consistently shitty takes like this is definitely not the reason why your channel hasn't grown.
In the industry, what do you actually bring?
My one tweet with my son had 63,000 people look at it. That's what it meant for other black people to see me, a person that looks like them, have this.
Are you really gonna sit here and act like you know definitively that all 62,000 people who saw that tweet were 100% black? Like, you know that for an absolute fact? Yeah, forgive me me as I press X to doubt on that one. And on top of that, why does it even fucking matter?
I had so many black content creators slide into my DM and black women slide into my DMs and go, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see one of us. I'm so happy to see one of us. You go, you go, you go. Keep going. Please keep going for me. Like, keep going. And that's why I do this. I shouldn't have to pitch, hey, would you like to write about racial disparities? Please, God, please. It's reductive of my existence in gaming.
What is your existence in gaming exactly? Because I can't really seem to figure it out, other than bitching about not getting a free console.
How do you feel that's going to play out as we move forwards? Do you think it's kind of like a, well, we solved it?
Yes.
What kind of pressure do you think needs to be applied to companies like Xbox?
We have to continue to do this. We have to continue to have these talks. They need to start to have us in the rooms. And I am very happy and I feel very, very blessed and I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity. Cool. Let's do more. Why don't you help us at launch with the Xbox? Why don't you give us exclusive rights to like maybe something specific that maybe other content creators can't get their hands on yet?
I mean, what better way to fight against inequality in the video game industry than to give one race and sex exclusive access to next generation information? That doesn't sound like racism or sexism at all. I mean, I would say it's absolutely amazing to me that someone could be this absolutely brain dead, but it's 2020 and this shit's pretty normal at this point.
Let's see some sort of support going forward where you pull us on board to a program instead of giving us an Xbox and nothing further.
So it's not just a free console at this point. Now you want free games, you want free accessories, you want free Xbox Live, you want free Game Pass, you want everything for free, man. It never ends with people like this. They're always going to keep asking for more shit. This is like one of the homeless people that stands in the median of the road knocking on your window asking for money, except she's basically saying, give me free shit or I'll call you a racist.
Do you feel like that the companies are going to be receptive, that we are at a bit of an inflection point?
They have started. You know,
Okay.
I did some work with Ubisoft. Watch Dogs Legion, you know, is set in Britain. It was launching
Right.
on Black History Month in the UK. Ubisoft want us to work on some other titles, so we just did some distribution stuff for Assassin's Creed. We just worked with Sega for the Yakuza, Like a Dragon, and just doing some more stuff to really nurture and grow the Black POC audience, because they're not given these opportunities. Sometimes they just want to quit. Sometimes they just feel like it's just one of those ones where they don't have that person to help them or give them that, you know, encouragement or give them that support.
Yeah, welcome to YouTube. No one just hands you your YouTube career and says, oh, here's 200k subs, dude, good luck. Like, that would have been great if it happened to me, but it's not realistic. Everybody wants to do this shit, so of course most people are gonna fail. That's just the nature of the beast. Not everyone can be famous on YouTube, and it's not up to these companies to hand everyone their career. I mean, shit, I have 200k subs and I've only gotten one free game from a company. You have to grind this shit out. No one's gonna hold your hand and push you up to the top.
I champion for diversity, I fight for inclusivity, I try to solve problems, and I try to amplify voices. Am I the ninja of black girls? No, I'm absolutely a trash game player. But my community loves me, and I do really good things to move things forward and to have important discussions.
So you're surprised the video game companies don't reach out to you to review their products when you openly admit you're garbage at video games? Interesting. That'd be like Ferrari reaching out to a blind person to review their cars.
We need to do more of that in games. We need to do more of having these discussions, these cultural and diversity discussions with people, and figuring out how you can have impact, because the impact that I had when I saw who PlayStation sent their PlayStations to, and the impact that I felt when I saw the beginning round of the Xbox launch, gutted me.
So what kind of position does that put, you know, consumers and the company and, you know, the movement in, like, ahead of the release of Miles Morales, which obviously a lot going on, but are they about to just profit off of blackness without supporting it?
Yeah, and
Imagine being so retarded that you think people are only going to buy Spider-Man Miles Morales because he's black.
And you know what the sad part is, and this is going to be me being very real, we're so excited to see Miles Morales, all of us, black people, we're going to buy it anyways. Instead of doing what we should do and be like, hey guys, we need to hold you accountable.
So basically you're saying that every single black person is so weak-minded that just because the main character of a video game is black, they're going to give a company money no matter what that company stands for? I don't know, man. Making generalizations about an entire race of people sounds kind of racist. Not to mention you literally just proved that your entire pursuit for equality in video game reviews is a complete fucking joke, because you're going to buy it anyway.
And I'm sure, like you said earlier, you saw me tweeting about it, but you You didn't see anybody else tweeting about it. You saw me tweeting about it. You saw stuff tweeting about it. If your timeline's mainly black, which mine is, all the black folks on my timeline started talking about it once I pointed it out.
Wow, the people that follow you and actually have somewhat of an interest in what you have to say started talking about something that you did? Isn't that the entire point of Twitter, to form your own little echo chamber?
Everybody was like, hey, I didn't notice that. Oh, what the heck?
A game like Miles Morales, which the lead is a black Puerto Rican character, and you cannot release something and not include, like, our people involved with it.
I thought you lived in the UK. Puerto Rico's in the US.
It's just to have that kind of kick up the butt to say, hey, Sony, don't forget the black people, don't forget the POCs, don't forget, you know, the minority, don't forget the LGBT community.
I believe that we have to hold these companies accountable. But the problem with that, Connor, is I and every other black content creator can't hold them accountable. White people listen to white voices, and they will never listen to us.
I mean, I'm watching the video right now. I'm listening to what you're having to say. It just so happens that it's incredibly stupid.
If white people listen to us, we wouldn't be in half the situations that we are in inside of the gaming space and in the world in general. This is where allyship in the game space really needs to come into being held accountable.
That's right, gamers. We need to rise up.
I saw a statement from Phil Spencer recently when he said that we need more black leaders. And, oh, absolutely, I agree. But it's like, if you want more black leaders, you need to hire us. you need to hire us. You need to bring us more opportunities. You need to stop hiding opportunities from us. You need to actually give us more support. We can only do so much ourselves. Like, the reason why I created Nay Saga is because there wasn't opportunities for me. It's great that he's acknowledged it, but it's more so doing it than saying it.
I mean, I hate virtue signaling as much as the next guy. Like, don't just say it, actually do something. But on top of that, what would you be saying if Microsoft said, we need more white leaders in video games? Like, would you have a problem with that? I mean, it's perfectly fine when they hire someone based on skin color if they're black, but if they're white, it's a problem. I mean, you really love to see it.
I want to see things, I guess this is really the way I should say it to you, Connor, because I haven't said it as succinctly. Games reviews and console reviews through a prism of blackness.
Fun fact, prisms are clear.
I want you to see it how we review and how we think, not how you review them and how you guys want them, not through using code switching language and everything else. I want you to look at things through our eyes and hear the way that we tell stories to our people.
That's right, man. Two people of different races could never think alike. I mean, you really just love to see this shit, dude.
You have to say something and you have to do the work. I think a lot of people don't realize that it's so hard to break in this industry if you don't have that privilege to, or if you weren't, I guess, born in that privilege.
Oh, I have an enormous amount of privilege. I've been extremely lucky to be
you know,
where I am.
I don't have it, so I have to keep bending my back. I have to keep fighting the good fight. I have to keep on making the noises. I have to keep doing the work, and actions speak louder than it, itself. Those who don't hear will feel.
Was that a fucking threat? Those who don't hear will feel? I mean, you get to track down Phil Spencer and just kick his ass if he doesn't do what you want him to? Like, what the fuck, man?
It's the same thing that we want in this world. We want equity. Black people are screaming and dying in the streets for equity right now. This world does not love us. America doesn't love us the way that we love it.
I still love you.
Unfortunately. And the same is present in games. As much as we want to try to hide our head in the sand of games, we love games so much. Could games just love us back like a little bit, just so we can have some equity in our relationship with you?
Once again, expecting a multi-billion-dollar corporation and a multi-billion-dollar industry to actually give a shit about you. Funny.
We're going to have to still keep applying pressure, because I know companies can get very complacent, they can get very comfortable, so it's one of those ones to, bring that continuous work. Those kind of broken barriers can be mended through the work that I do. So
great. Well, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this. I really appreciate it.
You know what? I really appreciate that I was actually able to experience this, because it really just opened my eyes to some major issues in the video game industry, man. I think Microsoft and Sony at this point should just give everyone a free console, because we don't want anyone feeling marginalized or left out. So forget profits. Microsoft and Sony, just give everyone a free PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X that wants one, and then we will finally have true equality in this world, and we can all sleep easy at night knowing the world is a better place, and we can all experience the next generation consoles together. But anyway, guys, you know, that is going to do it for this video today. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like on it. I would greatly appreciate it. It is not easy to sit through a video this fucking bad, because you may have just seen it once. I've probably watched this thing like 2 or 3 times by the end of editing this thing. So, you know, drop a like on it. I would greatly appreciate it. Big thanks again for getting me to 200k subs. It's absolutely insane. I really do appreciate all the support on this channel, and I hope you guys are all having a great day. Hopefully this didn't ruin it, but with that said, as always, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video, and for all the recent support as well. You guys are the fucking best, and I will catch you guys next time.